welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I would love for you to stick around. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I asked over on Instagram for some questions for a new Q&A because I haven't filmed one in, I feel like, well over a year. So if you're not following me over there, that's typically where I ask for the questions, just because it's like really fast, like a fast way to get responses. So I'll leave that down in the description box down below. But first, I wanted to give a big thank you to the sponsor for this portion of the video, which is Helix Sleep. If you guys do not know what Helix Sleep is, which I'm sure you do because I talk about them all the time, Helix Sleep is a premium mattress and bedding company. They actually make mattresses and bedding customized to fit your needs, and it ships right to your door, so you really cannot ask for a better deal. Having a mattress shipped to your door is literally the most convenient thing ever. I have in the past bought mattresses from like big box companies, and you know, you have to deal with like a delivery charge and scheduling the delivery truck to come and going in the physical store and laying on the mattresses, trying the mattresses where everybody else has laid down on. And it's just like kind of not the most fun experience. Helix Sleep takes all of that like anxiety out of it. You can just go on their website, take their sleep quiz, and answer a couple of like customized questions about you and your partner's like sleeping position and how firm or soft you like your mattress. And they literally tell you exactly which mattress is best for you. I personally have the Helix Plus mattress. It is extremely comfortable. It is made specifically for plus size bodies. And the best part about it is I've had it for over a year, and there is no sagging, there is no dipping, there is literally like nothing wrong with it at all. The mattress is in the same pristine condition as it was the first day we got it, which is amazing, truly. Especially because Dan is not a plus size person and I am, so there is like an uneven weight distribution on the mattress. So I was concerned about having like sagging or dipping on like my side, but there is none of that, and it's truly amazing. I have literally had like the best sleep that I've ever had on this mattress. So yeah, like I said, I have the Helix Plus mattress. It's the perfect mattress for me and Dan also. It's not too firm and it's not too soft, so I still have that support without feeling like I'm sleeping on a board, which if you know, you know. I have plus size. I feel like when you're plus size and you go into like a mattress store or whatever, they always recommend like the most firm mattress because you need a lot of support. This mattress gets the job done without feeling like you're sleeping on a board. Like, it is so comfortable. I cannot express it enough. It is so comfy. And like I said before, one of the best parts about Helix Sleep is that literally the mattress comes in a box right to your doorstep. You literally just have to open the box, unroll the mattress, and it kind of just inflates. And it's, again, like the best sleep you've ever had. If for some reason you don't like your Helix Sleep mattress, there is a 100-night sleep trial. So that just allows you to try the mattress out, and if you decide it's not for you, you can literally give it right back. They will come to your door, pick up the mattress. You get a full refund, no questions asked. So yeah, if you're in the market for a mattress, please do yourselves a favor and try Helix Sleep. I do have a discount code with them. It is helixsleep.com/Gabriella Fortunato. That will get you up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. I'll leave that here on the screen and also in the description box down below for you guys to shop easy.
I also wanted to mention that Helix mattresses have a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never too far away.
So yeah, again, if you are in the market for a new mattress, please check out Helix Sleep. They are amazing and you will not regret it. On to the Q&A. And I'm just gonna jump right in because there are quite a few of them. Some of them are pretty repetitive, but you know, we'll get there. The first one says, are you guys in your forever home, or do you see yourselves in a different house down the line, with a heart? So personally, I love our house. Like, if I could just pick up our house and move it to a different location, I wish I could do that, but I don't think this is our forever location. Thinking about like the future and the school system and just like where I want to raise a family, I don't think it would 100% be where we're at right now. So I think in a couple of years we might look into moving, like buying a different house and that kind of thing. So yeah, this isn't our forever home. I really love this home. Like, it's just very warm and just like very cozy. But yeah, so like if I could just like pick this up and move it, I would love to do that, but we can't. So yeah, I don't think this is our forever home. Ooh, this is a deep question. What's the biggest regret from your life and how did you learn from it? With a heart. The biggest regret, I would say, is probably not finishing college. I think there's a lot of, like, it really plays into like my worthiness wound here, like the college degree thing. I think there's just like a lot of stigma around people who don't have a college degree. And I do wish that I would have followed through and like graduated from college, but it just wasn't the path for me at the time. I was really struggling with depression and anxiety. I really was struggling with like my sleep schedule. And I was like in this weird sleep schedule where everything was reversed. So I would stay up till like 9 a.m. and then sleep until like 4 p.m. It was really messed up. I was not, like, my mental health was not in a great place. And so, yeah, that contributed to a lot of the reasons why I did not graduate college. What I've learned from it, I don't know. I also feel like it's never too late to finish college if it's something that like you truly want to do, but I feel like you'd have to do it for yourself and not just for like that stigma or like the insecurity around not having a college degree. Like, I feel like you, at least for me, like I really would have to like be passionate about finishing it for me. So yeah, that's definitely like my biggest regret. I don't know if I would go back now. I don't know. Tips on buying a house young. So this isn't my house, this is Dan's house. And I say not my house because I didn't purchase it with him. He had this house, he bought this house when he was very young, actually, about 7 or 8 years ago, I believe. Dan is about to turn 32. Woo. He's about to turn 32. So he bought it like when he was around 24 years old. So yeah, I don't know. I've never bought a house before, so I can't help with that one, but. How do you keep your fine hair strong when coloring or bleaching? I have the same hair. Also, love you so much. Love you too, truly. How do I keep my fine hair strong? Oh, by the way, I've dyed my hair. I think this is the first video that you guys will see with my dark hair. I did want to go back for the wedding, like to dark, to my natural, because I just wanted something that like if I looked back on pictures, you know, 20 years from now, I wasn't like, oh my God, what were you thinking with like blonde hair? I wanted something that would be like classic, timeless me. So yeah, but the products that I use to keep my hair healthy during like the coloring and bleaching process are, let me see, I'll pull them here. These are really my main three products that I use religiously. This is Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. It's a leave-in reparative styling cream. I am like all out of this, but it looks like this, and you just put it in when your hair is wet. I don't use a lot because, again, I do have fine hair. I have extensions in my hair right now, but if I didn't, my hair is just like very fine. Like very fine, you guys know this. These are clip-ins, by the way, by Amazing Beauty Hair, and they feel amazing. So anyways, yeah, so I love Olaplex number 6. I love Olaplex number 3. I just am all out of it at the moment. But anything by the Olaplex line, so I use this religiously. I use this religiously. It's Olaplex number 7 Bonding Oil. My lovely dog Georgia got to the top of this, but you don't need a lot of it, so it lasts a long time. And this oil is also like a heat protector. So I put it in when my hair is wet as well. I'll use like a dime size amount of number 6. Then I'll use like a dime or less size amount of number 7. Emulsify it in my hands and like run it through my ends, even like at the top where my little like front pieces are. I'll probably go from like here down. You don't want to put it close to the root because you will get oily hair, like your scalp will get super oily. And then this I love. I've repurchased this quite a few times. It's the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Spray Advanced Dry Thermal Protectant. And it just kind of like cuts your dry time down, and at the same time it's protecting your hair, giving you like a heat protectant, and it just really helps with like detangling and just giving you a nice shiny finish. So these 3 products are like my holy grail when my hair is wet. That's what I use. I love them. And I really feel like it helps protect from the breakage and adds nice like shine to the hair. I just really like those products. So, okay. Could you do a video on your go-to shoes for different seasons? Love your videos. Thank you. That's a good idea. Shoes, I really feel like are like the bane of my existence. Bane or vein of my existence, I don't know. But truly, like I struggle with shoes so much because my left ankle is really big compared to my right ankle, and my right foot, my left foot is a little wider, my ankle's swollen. I broke that ankle multiple times, ended up having surgery, and it's just kind of always a little bit more swollen than the right one. So I feel like shoes are really hard for me because I'm trying to fit the ankle and not the foot. Like my foot size, like if I were to just fit my foot, it's like a 10. But typically I order an 11, sometimes even a 12, depending on like the shoe, if it's a boot, where it fits on the ankle, to give me like that little bit of extra room. So yeah, shoes are definitely like a struggle for me. My go-to places for shoes are Torrid. I love Torrid shoes, like hands down. Almost all my shoes in my closet are from Torrid. Some of them are from ASOS as well. I love ASOS. They do also have wide shoes. They're not as wide fitting as Torrid, but they do still offer like a wide fit. Simply Be has some wide fit shoes that you can get through ASOS. So yeah, that's where I get my wide fit shoes. But yeah, I could definitely do like a video if you guys are interested in that. What's one of the worst dates you've ever been on? Oh my God. Okay, let's think. I don't know. I feel like I haven't really been on too many bad dates. I mean, there's one that comes to mind. It wasn't even that bad. It just was like the conversation didn't flow. I could tell we didn't have chemistry, and it was just like, oh, like I can't wait to get out of it kind of thing. I don't think they picked up on that, but that's just like how I felt. And like in those situations, it's kind of like you just have to grin and bear it. At least I did. I didn't know what to do. Meaning like it wasn't bad. Like I wasn't like, oh, I'm disgusted, this guy's like really creepy or like anything like that. It was just kind of like the chemistry's not there. The conversation's a little awkward. I can tell we're not like clicking. Oh, I'm uncomfortable. So I just like grinned and bared it, and then just like didn't go out with him again. But yeah. Will you be having a bachelorette? Sending you lots of love. Love you too. And yes, I think I am having a bachelorette. There is currently a shit ton of drama. Not really a shit ton. It's just like weddings, I feel like, are one of those major life events where people's true colors truly show, and like how much they value you as a person, and you know, your event and your love and all of that. I feel like that really shines through. So I think in my experience, people's intentions have really become quite clear. So yeah, without getting into too much detail, but I don't know. I think I definitely am having a bachelorette. It's still in the works. My wedding is literally in April. So we are in the middle of January. We are like 3 months out, almost only 2 months out. Oh my God, it's so scary. Now like I would say 3.5 right now, because my wedding's at the end of April. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bachelorette. It's still in the works. We're in a big group chat together. We're like trying to figure it out. I really wanted to do like Nashville. Well, first I wanted to do Puerto Rico bad. Like I really wanted to like escape, because like I'm getting married in April. So like the bachelorette I figured would be in like February or early March, somewhere around there. But now it's actually going to be the end of March. So it works out better. But in the beginning I was like, yeah, I really would love to go to Puerto Rico. And then you know, with COVID and just everybody's schedules and stuff, that like didn't work out. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll do Nashville. So we're still kind of talking about Nashville. COVID really is just such a bitch. Oh my God, I hate COVID. I'm sure everybody does at this point, but yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We might just go to New York, which is cool too. Are you doing anything non-traditional at your wedding? Love you. Love you too. Non-traditional. I don't know. I was like going back and forth through this one idea. So the venue that I chose, the venue that we chose, caters the food. Obviously, like they take care of all the food and the wedding cake. But I saw this like thing in one of my Facebook groups that I'm like in for brides, and it was like you put all these charms at the bottom of your cake, and then instead of doing like a bachelorette, instead of doing like a bouquet toss, the single women would go to the cake and everybody would like pull a charm out from the bottom layer of the cake, and then that charm would like depict their future for like their love life or whatever the case may be. So I thought that was cool. I'm still going back and forth with the idea. We still have to go to our venue and like sit down and like choose cake flavors and all that, which is coming up very soon. But that's really the only like I'm pretty traditional. Like I would say I'm surprisingly like pretty traditional. I like classic, timeless things like that. So I would say that's probably the only non-traditional thing, I think. I don't know. Will you film your wedding? Vlog it? Probably. I'll probably like end up vlogging that morning, or like have one of my bridesmaids be in control of the camera. Yeah, I think so. My mom will probably vlog too, some of it. So yeah. What couple goals do you and Dan have? Ooh, that's a good question. Couple goals. We want to go on a really nice honeymoon. We haven't planned it. We're not planning on going right away because we have spent a lot of money for this wedding. So we're gonna like wait probably until winter time of like 2023 to go on like a really nice tropical honeymoon. But that's definitely like one of our couple goals. Obviously like move in a couple of years, that's a couple goal. Have a family, things like that. Where are you all going for a honeymoon? So yeah, again, we're not gonna go on a honeymoon right away. Also because of COVID, I don't know, I just feel like traveling internationally right now is just like a little scary. So we are gonna wait. I go back and forth with this because I'm like, if we wait, like who knows, COVID's probably gonna be here for the rest of forever. So I don't know, but I think we are gonna wait at least a couple of months until the winter time to take like a nice tropical vacation, all inclusive, somewhere like adults only, just a really nice honeymoon. But definitely when it like starts getting chilly around here, we can just escape to like a nice tropical place. Where do you see you and Dan in the next 5 years? I see us happy, of course. I see us hopefully with a baby, God willing, 1 or 2 children by then, and like looking to move into like our forever home at that point. How did you meet all of your bridesmaids and what is your favorite memory with them? So my bridesmaids, so Shannon I've known since middle school, so we've known each other, we go way back. Ryan is Eddie's girlfriend, so that's how I met her. And then Madison and Michaela, so I met Madison actually through YouTube in 2020. She won a giveaway that I was doing with like the hair salon that I go to. She won it and we met there and we kind of just clicked, and we actually live in the same city. So it's really convenient. And then I met Michaela through Madison. She came to my engagement party with Madison and we all just kind of like clicked and hit it off, and we've been like really good friends ever since. So that is how, you know, me and my bridesmaids met. Any tips on planning a wedding? Tips. I would say definitely like try to be as organized as possible, make lists, write everything out. That's what I did, just because like it's really, there's a lot of details that like you don't, at least for me, details are really important to me, like the small details on just like little things, like it's just super important to me. So I have like a crap ton of lists on my phone of like things I wanted to do, decor, welcome bags, just like different things like that. And then obviously like make a guest list. I would recommend making it on a computer, and so that you're able to like have columns and, you know, making it on like Excel or Google Sheets or something like that. But just try to stay as organized as possible. Also remember that it's really a day about you and your significant other, and focus on that. Remember the love between you two. That's what you're celebrating. And all the other stuff is kind of just like noise. So if you can remember that, everything else is kind of secondary. That's, yeah. How many kids do you guys want? They'd be beautiful babies. Thank you. We haven't really discussed a number. I think probably two or three max. I don't see us having more than that. But who knows? Like, we'll see. We'll see where life takes us. What do you still have to do for the wedding? Has Dan been helping? Love you. So happy for you. Love you too. Thank you. So we have like the little things to do. Like I've started putting together the welcome bags for the hotel. We are like DIYing a sign for like our sweetheart table, like behind us, with like boxwood hedge and a neon sign with our last name and just like some cascading florals around it. So we're building that. We're also building our, oh my God, what is the word? Oh, it just left my mind. But like the boxes for our floral arrangements to sit on, like our urns to sit on outside at our actual ceremony. We're gonna build those instead of renting them because it's a little bit more cost efficient that way. So we have a lot to do, like DIY wise. And then like, you know, the bridal shower, we're like, me and my bridesmaids are in the midst of planning that. So there's a lot to do. I'm feeling a little stressed, I will admit. Would you and Dan consider adopting another pup soon? I mean, no. No. We have our hands full with Georgia alone. Like Lola and Georgia alone are a handful. Oliver, he's really low maintenance. I mean, he has a lot of health issues, but he's pretty low maintenance. He's like a cat. I always say that. He's like my little cat dog. So he's pretty low maintenance, but Georgia has the most energy that I have ever seen in a dog ever. Like, oh my God. And it's so hard right now because it's the winter time and like she can't just go outside and run around and like burn off her energy. So we've been like taking her to daycare 2 to 3 times a week because they just have all that open space that's gated and the dogs just run around all day. So like it's perfect, but yeah, I don't think we'd be adopting a pup anytime soon. What are daily ways you honor your dad's memory? Oh, that's a good one. I think about my dad every single day, multiple times a day, throughout the day. And little ways that I honor his memory are just memories, like remembering him, laughing about memories. I have a little Polaroid picture that I look at every single morning when I get ready. It's like on my perfume tray of my dad just like doing a double deuces. It sits next to his little ashes on my perfume tray. Just things like that. I like to listen to like his favorite song sometimes, which is, he had 2 favorite songs. Well, really he had 3. He loved My Way by Frank Sinatra, but I can't listen to that because it reminds me of the funeral. And he loved Elton John, Rocket Man, and Billy Joel, Piano Man. Those were like his favorite singers. He loved Elton John and Billy Joel. So I try to listen to them pretty frequently. What are some of your career goals? Okay, this is like very personal. This question's personal to me because like when I think about my career, I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be at. I talk about this a lot with like my therapist, but like when I think about what I wanted to do my entire life, it was be a mom. Like that's it. I wanted to be a really great housewife and a mom. I know that's not traditional or like really not, I don't know, it's like kind of looked down upon right now. But that's all I wanted to do. Like when I would play with my friends, like when I was younger, you know, one of them would be like a veterinarian, one of them would want to be a doctor, one would be a nurse, one would be a teacher, and I would be the mom every time. Like that's just something that I have such a passion for. I love caretaking. I love making a home. Like I just love things like that. So that's that's really what I want to do. Obviously that doesn't bring in any money, but that's what I want to do. So yeah. Any more tattoos? Sending lots of love from Texas. Thank you. Any more tattoos? Not right now, I don't think. I have the one on my hand here of like 2 little butterflies, and then I have my dad's signature on my wrist, and then I do have one on my foot also. I love tattoos. I really like hand tattoos. I think they're really cute. But I don't have like any plans for getting any anytime soon. Would you say it was hard to adjust from abusive to a healthy relationship? Yes. Because it's almost like you've been groomed a certain way to like expect or like anticipate either a reaction or an argument, or you think, at least I did, like I would always think like Dan had ulterior motives, or like there was something behind, like I don't know how to describe it, like his intentions weren't genuine. And it wasn't because Dan's intentions weren't genuine, it was just because the relationship I was in prior, there was always like that person would do something in order to benefit them. Like it wasn't like they were doing it because they wanted to. It was like they were doing it to get something back. And I don't know, just, it's hard. Like it's definitely a struggle. And that's why I really recommend like taking time for yourself before getting into another serious relationship. If you're coming out of like an abusive one or just like a toxic one, I wouldn't, just a bad relationship, I would just take time for yourself to figure out like what you want, how you want to be treated, what you're, just all of that, like figure out your worth, and what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And then when you like go into a new relationship, you can set your intentions based off of that. So yeah. It definitely was hard. It was an adjustment coming from like a toxic relationship to a healthy relationship. But that's something that we've worked through, and luckily Dan has like the patience of a saint. So we're good, but yeah. Are you doing Bridesmaids? I know you mentioned conflict with family and friends. Oh, looking back, I think that, if I were to get, like if I knew what I know now, hindsight is 2020, I probably would not have Bridesmaids. I would probably not have a bridal party in general. It would probably just be like me and Dan up there and like his brother and my brother. Just because, like the drama is just too much. It's too much. Would you ever do a meetup post-COVID? I think about it a lot. I know like a couple of years ago, this was like a really popular thing to do, like meetups and stuff, and like people were asking. I don't really know if anybody would come, honestly, but I think it would be fun to do like a meetup lunch or something like that and just like have a good time, but I don't know. What's your take on body hair? I hate mine and insist on shaving or doing laser everywhere. I don't feel like that. Like I don't have like a strong aversion to it. I just kind of like let it do its thing, and then I'll shave or wax or whatever. But it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, if I haven't shaved my legs, like I cannot let Dan see me. Like it's not like that. I just kind of, whatever. Especially during the winter time, I definitely let my winter fur grow in for a little while. What does Dan do for a job? Dan is a project manager for construction. Do you see yourself doing YouTube for years to come, or a career switch? PS, love you too. This is another thing that I think in 2021 I really was trying to like figure out where I wanted to go with it, what I wanted to do, what I saw myself doing. And I don't know, like YouTube makes me happy. I really enjoy filming and editing and like uploading. I really do like it. I think it would just be like cool to document like how my life has changed, like when we do start having a family or going through that process. Like it's just cool because some of you guys have really been there from the beginning. Like when I still lived in my parents' house, from the literal beginning. So I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to like look back, and honestly, I'm really grateful for the videos that I do have that have my dad in them and just like memories to look back on. So yeah, I do think vlogging is something that I would continue to do. I also like think about the idea of maybe doing like freelance makeup again. That is something that I'm passionate about. It's really fun. And I think I'm pretty good at, like I think I'm pretty good at it. Like when I do other people's makeup, not to toot my own horn, but yeah, so I would say like those would probably be like my career. That would be my career switch if I were to have one. Let's see, I'll do a couple more because I've been talking now for over half an hour. How did you know Dan was the one? Okay, this is a good question. I knew Dan was the one because it was different, meaning it was calm. Like our relationship was calm. I have never experienced a relationship that was just calm and peaceful. You know, most of my previous relationships were up and down, up and down, up and down with emotions. It was very much all or nothing as far as emotions. Like we were either super, super happy or super angry and like not vibing. And like with Dan, it's kind of the opposite. Like we kind of just are calm and like, I can't describe it. Just the energy is just calm and peaceful. And I think that's kind of where I was like, wow, okay, like this is different. Like Dan might be the one. So yeah. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you pick and why? So I don't know that it's necessarily like a certain city or country or anything like that like I would have in my mind. But if I had like my way, I would love to have like live very, very close to my brother, like on the same street, maybe in the same cul-de-sac. I don't know if that's like crazy, but like, and my mom too. Like I just want to like raise my family with family around. Like I would love Eddie and Ryan, like us to like live again, like very, very close to each other where like we could raise our kids together and like our kids, like my kids and his kids would feel like siblings almost, like cousin siblings, you know what I mean? Like just very close. Yeah, that's what I would love. Love, love. I don't know if that's like not normal, but are you having a videographer for your wedding? Yes. So we are having a videographer. Yeah, we're having our DJ. We're having a DJ, videographer. I think we're gonna have live music. Also, photographer. What else? As far as vendors, obviously like makeup and hair, and I think that's it. But yeah, we are having a videographer. It was something that I was like, I don't know if we need to spend the money on this, but honestly, looking like I definitely would love to like look back at our wedding video and like share it with our kids and stuff like that. So, Didn't you like being blonde? I totally thought you would keep the color for the wedding. Yes, I did love being blonde. And I honestly think like I will probably lighten my hair back up like after the wedding. Maybe not that light, but just I do like having some brightness around my face. But for the wedding, I wanted it to again be like timeless and classic and something where when I looked back on it, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, what were you thinking? You know, in like 20 or 30 years. So I wanted something very, very close to my natural color. The color that I actually dyed my hair is from Sally's, and it's actually for like curly hair. I did it with my friend Shannon. She has curly hair. I actually naturally have curly hair, but it's not thick. So yeah, we did it. I think it was called All About Curls, and it was like a permanent hair color from Sally's. Mine was in the shade 3W, I think. Like I went with like a warm brown shade. I don't know if that's pulling on camera, but yeah, it was a level 3 warm brown shade. Now I am having like where the blonde was, you can kind of see like it's starting to come through, like it's definitely lightening up. And this was a major reason why I didn't want to like go to a salon and pay for a color because my stylist was like, honestly, we're probably gonna have to color you like 2 times pretty close together because it's gonna rinse out. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Why am I gonna throw my money down the drain? I'd rather just spend $10 from Sally's and dye it myself. So that's what I did. But yeah, whenever I dye my hair, I typically go for like a level 3 or 4, and always like a warm brown because I love like warmth. So yeah. All right, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up the Q&A. If you have any more questions, I don't know, I like doing these. Maybe I'll do another one soon, maybe 6 months or so, maybe after the wedding. We'll do another one and like see where we're at. But I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.